Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This time I'll be playing on the RTX 5090 with the DLSS 4 mod. And I have to say the game looks absolutely amazing still. Of course, this is the next gen Witcher 3. You have to make that distinction. I'm going to quickly go through the in-game settings now. So, when it comes to the display, playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. No VSync, no DLSS frame gen, but it is available. Only the general frame gen, not the 2, 3 or 4x options. I'm using NVIDIA reflex low latency as well. In terms of graphics, I'm using ray tracing, DLSS at the quality preset, if you're wondering, and of course all ray tracing, reflection, shadows and ambient occlusion. Everything else though is set to Ultra Plus, but I have disabled some effects like chromatic aberration, motion blur and vignette, just a personal choice for me. Other than that, game is completely maxed out. With the RTX 5090 having enough GPU power to kind of not need frame gen, I've opted not to use it, but maybe I'll use frame gen in a separate video just to show you guys how that performs. I need to make my way to Crow's Perch and speak to the Baron about Uma. It's quite an interesting part of the game. You have to do some kind of ritual to break the curse. Still a lot of frame spikes in this game, unfortunately. But this is the first time me playing this game with new drivers, so it may improve. And this game still looks awesome after all these years. It's insane. And you're getting over 100 FPS as well with all ray tracing enabled. So seeing if there's a water source here, see if that we dip it by going near the water. Not really, it doesn't really affect performance too much. We're still in the hundreds, so that's good to see. I've gone for the Griffin armor, which is kind of like a medium armor. It's not too heavy. You've got decent mobility and decent damage reduction as well.
Got a problem? Send for Geralt and Rivia.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable. Heads, we go grab some tit.
I believe I still have the HD rework pack enabled as well, so you may see VRAM start climbing all the way up to 14, 15 at times, depending on where you are.
So you're that white one.
Okay, let's go and see the Baron.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Your mate
Think I got scabies.
How is that?
and you, shut it now. Save your strength. Die with some dignity.
Well, the Baron's not here if I remember correctly.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you, you can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, at least he was smart enough. He knew that taking on a witch is basically suicide. Smart man. You can see the dedicated VRAM still rising. It's not a memory leak, people. It's just that this HD texture rework pack is awesome. It does a great job of upgrading a lot of the original assets, but you do need a decent amount of VRAM to use it. At least 16 gigabytes minimum.
I think I got scabies.
Group of village boys got together. Anyone all in God's long road? They jump.
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find another diversion.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door, now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
I actually think GameRock could have taken them. Well, I think he just wants to be sensible here, I guess.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once!
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I gave you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali. Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Siri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
Details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well, do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
All the way, they got Charles Dance to voice the Emperor.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
Go there, Roach.
Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
And Kaer Morhen looks awesome with this HD texture packs, nice and sharp now.
Quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... Well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskil and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things, through the bed, off the balcony.
So where is everyone?
Eskil's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Yeah, she's still mad about Trish. Technically, it wasn't Geralt's fault. He did have amnesia to a degree. Pretty much maintaining over 100 FPS, which is pretty impressive.
Leaking again. Damn it.
I'll speak to the lads in a bit. I'll speak to Yennefer first.
You piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the 3rd crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquisitor.
Potestaquisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
I could have got her really mad by asking her about the bed, but I thought I'd spare her. Because what she ends up doing is teleporting you. You end up landing in some kind of pond somewhere, and you have to run all the way back, so it really isn't worth it in the end. But let's go and do what she asked. Should at least speak to the lads and see how they've got on with this forktail. So dark in here. We haven't got any torches or anything. See what our guys have got to say.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the Circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Oh no, I don't need to take it that far.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in, then scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
Hardly the most efficient way to use a bomb, but gets the job done, I guess. I'm gonna start running some enemies soon. So it's situations like this when the ray tracing goes a little bit funky, but other than that it works pretty well. Harpies. Come on, girl. Finish it off.
Time to end this.
Oh, well. Color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! I moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Okay, shouldn't be too hard to find. Sounds like that forktail, maybe. Around us. Let's go with Igni.
Choice. Water hag.
Great. Last thing we needed. All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know, only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Fair enough.
Geralt?
Okay. Let's go.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside...
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like, step softly or you'll wake old Speartip?
Old Speartip's still down there?
Yeah, he is. Unless he's done us a favor and killed over on his own. Could come at us at any moment.
How'd the rhyme go? Old Speartip's a deep sleeper.
Wake him up and you'll sleep deeper. Come on.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always. Fine. Let's go.
Anyway guys, that was just a quick look at the Witcher 3 next gen, and works pretty well on the RTX 5090 as expected, but the game is insanely demanding with all the new features and ray tracing. So that's pretty much it for me guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.